Hi, my name's Steven. I'm the little brother.
My name's Kevin. I'm the middle brother.
My name's David. I'm the biggest of all the brothers.
This is the Brothers Born podcast. The three of us don't see each other very often, so we decided that this is how we're going to hang out. We hope that y'all like listening. All right, talk to you soon.
We're going to do kind of a little quick bonus episode for Thanksgiving. If that's cool with you guys, because, Thanksgiving. Now, thank you, Dave.
Little Thanksgiving rap going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, does anybody else think that Thanksgiving is both one of the best, but also one of the dumbest holidays that we celebrate?
Dudes, I just want to say I'm really thankful for both of you and all the wonderful things you've done for me in my life. And, so, yeah, I'm thankful for you so much.
So David thinks it's a dumb holiday.
Huh? No, I don't. I'm thankful for this holiday. I get a whole bunch of time off work, like
That's true.
5-day weekend.
I get a pretty decent time off work this week as well.
But yeah, I think that Thanksgiving is a cool holiday, and I think it's important to show thanks and to just take time this time of year before the holidays kick off. I guess this kicks off the holidays, but to just chill with your family and step back and think about what you're thankful for. I think that's cool. And you get to eat a lot, so that's always good.
I need to eat a little less. That's the problem.
But I think there are some dumb parts to it, I guess, too. Like the whole history of it, maybe. Like I understand they got together, pilgrims and Native Americans, whatever, and had a feast or whatever. But then, like, we ended up, committing genocide and stuff.
Yeah. Like, hey, we're thankful for you teaching us how to grow corn.
Now
we want your land.
We're going to give you our diseases. You can have our corn. We'll have your corn. You have our diseases. And here's a gun. Let's see what we can use this for. So I don't know. I like the idea behind it, but sometimes, I don't know if it's
So do you actually know the history behind Thanksgiving?
well,
Pilgrims, Mayflower.
No. Like, so this
Plymouth
is
Rock.
interesting. Now, I'm not looking up any resources right now. I'm doing this based off of memory.
You eat the turkey. And
I'm going to get to that in a second.
Sometimes with the stuffing
So
inside.
this is going to based off memory because I don't have the thing written. But so number one, turkey wasn't actually served in original Thanksgiving.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't.
So what
But
they
so
have
things-
instead? Did they have soup?
They probably had like
Thinking they had fried chicken.
So
fried chicken.
here's the
No,
question.
they probably just had like some vegetables,
Pizza?
some basic
Pizza?
meat. They might have had like some pork or something. I don't know, but
So
no, they didn't have pizza.
why is Thanksgiving soup so expensive?
I didn't know there was a Thanksgiving soup.
It has 24 carrots. Woo! Zinger. You like my... Sorry, you were telling a story. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. So no, so Thanksgiving wasn't actually a holiday until like around the Civil War. Because President Lincoln at the time wanted, because obviously the country was divided at that point, and he wanted to try to kind of help.
Not to interject here, but it was divided, but everyone likes to eat. Was this what brought our country back together, Kevin?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
But I can't remember what her name was, but there's this lady who basically wrote to President Lincoln, and she's like, "Hey, we should have a holiday for, thanks and togetherness." And he's like, "Yeah," because the whole Civil War thing. So that's how some random lady decided that we needed a day to pig out together and brought it to the president's attention. He was like, "Yeah, it sounds like a good idea," and that's how it became Thanksgiving. That's the short version.
Huh, interesting. I mean,
So
it's
So
almost like,
Lincoln is one of the greatest presidents because number one, he freed slaves, but two, he helped bring about Thanksgiving. So a holiday where we all argue about politics.
stovepipe
Weird.
hat too. Stovepipe hat.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And a dope beard.
he's also a vampire hunter. In
He
case
is a
any of you didn't
vampire
know.
Yeah,
So-
still a vampire hunter.
We're talking about important roles of the president and that lady in Thanksgiving. What role do green beans play in Thanksgiving dinner?
Did you say?
Well,
Did you say roll?
What
My
role do
kids-
green beans play?
I don't know about green beans, but rolls play the most important part of my kids' dinner because that's all they eat. But I don't know what role do they play.
The casserole. Oh. And that's actually my
All right,
favorite
well,
Thanksgiving thing is green bean casserole.
Really?
Green bean
See,
casserole.
when I was living in Hawaii, we didn't even have Thanksgiving dinner really. We would just go to the beach and have turkey sandwiches because nobody went to the beach on Thanksgiving, so it was like empty.
That's a good. I live in Florida. Maybe I should try that this year. That'd be cool. Though it's kind of colder now, but so I have a couple more zingers for you if you guys are interested.
So
we're
what were you
not,
saying,
but-
Kevin, about the history of so when did the Mayflower, like them pilgrims, actually come into play?
I don't know how they ended up being part of the whole Thanksgiving thing. My guess is they're like, hey, well, what are we actually celebrating? I don't know. Pilgrims, I guess.
So here's a question: if your ancestor caught you making boxed mashed potatoes, they'd be rolling over in their gravy. Oh,
I do like gravy. I do like it, man. Drowning
Wow.
my potatoes and
Great.
that stuff.
Okay, gravy. I mean, that's cool, I guess. So, anyways,
you roll in the gravy and you get all gravied up. And okay.
So
anyways,
now,
yeah, go.
back when we were kids, the three of us, Thanksgiving
Pizza
kind of.
rolls. Speaking of rolls, pizza rolls we had. Yeah.
we have pizza rolls
Yeah,
every
we-
Thanksgiving. I ate more pizza rolls than anything else, I think.
We did have a lot of pizza rolls at Thanksgiving, but what I'm going to allude to is, if I recall, my memory might not be so good, but that was kind of like for us, it started the like Christmas season. Like after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, that's when we would put up the tree and all that stuff like that.
Exactly.
Which
yeah.
I kind of have fond
And
memories
we would
of.
watch the first Christmas movie of the season. Usually,
Yes, we would.
no,
Kevin
that's,
doesn't like Christmas movies.
Yeah. That's one of my secrets that I don't like. I hate
Oh.
Christmas movies.
well, I have to end this call now. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Christmas
I mean,
movies are the best. man.
there's three Christmas movies in particular that I do like: Die Hard, Gremlins, and Die Hard 2.
Those are
All right.
some classic ones.
Okay, well, if you want to be a
But-
Grinch,
But anyways, what I find irritating as an adult is it seems like the Christmas season starts sooner and sooner every year.
It's
like
true.
after Halloween,
Like before Halloween, they're like putting Halloween candy out, and then like right next to it, they're putting like Christmas stuff out. I'm like, what the heck?
In fact, I think there's been times where you go trick or treating and you actually get Christmas candy.
I have
Well,
one.
see, that's true, but that's because I hand out Christmas candy from the previous year. From
Oh, there you go. There you go.
We went trick or treating the other day in our neighborhood nearby, and the guy was handing out candy actually dressed up as Santa Claus, and he was like, ho ho ho, and he had Christmas music playing and stuff in the background. The
See-
kids thought it was awesome. But
Well, I'm quoting you with this for this next part, David. You told me that this time of year, the time between Halloween and Thanksgiving, is your favorite time. It's one of your favorite times of year because it's that awkward time of year where people's pumpkins are still out on their front porch and they start to decay before they decide to take them in again.
it's true. Mine for sure did it, man. One time I had a pumpkin on my mission that decayed so much that it just disappeared one day. It was on our balcony, and then it was just the next day it was gone. So I don't know.
You know what?
So you're that guy. We don't even carve our pumpkins, so we just kind of paint over them, leave them outside, and then after Halloween,
Lame. Lame.
well, no, but this started. So this tradition started this past Halloween, actually, or not this past one because I wasn't home, but the one before. And we after Halloween's over, we take the pumpkins out to the middle of the desert and we just shoot holes in them.
So, are we talking about Halloween or Thanksgiving? What's going on?
I don't even know. So we're talking about Thanksgiving. So one of the things I want to discuss about Thanksgiving is so I have this theory. I don't know, David. I think I've told Steven this. I don't think I've told you about this. Pumpkin pie. Nobody in the world actually likes pumpkin pie.
I agree, 100%.
So I mean,
100%.
they think they
100.
do. They think they like pumpkin pie because you eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. But pumpkin pie kind of tastes gross. So my theory is that nobody actually likes it. They just think they like it because they're supposed to like it.
You know, what is a turkey's favorite dessert? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know what.
Peach gobbler.
Oh yeah. So anyway, David,
Oh. We're
What-
done with that one.
since we're done with pumpkin, since we agree that pumpkin pie is terrible,
I'm not the
What
biggest fan of pumpkin pie either. I do like pumpkin roll, though. I do like a good pumpkin roll.
Do you like to do that Tootsie Roll?
to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. What
No,
is
pumpkin rolls are
what
good.
is your favorite pie? Because pie is the most important part of
Oh,
Thanksgiving,
man.
not the turkey; it's the pie.
Oh man, it's hard to decide. I would say I like a good fruit pie. My favorite fruit pies are probably blueberry and I do like a good cherry. And then, but on the other hand, like fruit seems like the typical Thanksgiving pie, but I'm always down with a good coconut cream. So those are probably my go-tos. I like peanut butter too, but nobody likes peanut butter in my family except for me. So if I get that, I have to eat it like a depressed fat man in the corner, just eating his own pie.
That's not a depressed fat man.
No,
That's
but you know what? You know what? That's so true.
Blueberry, cherry, and coconut. But go ahead. Sorry.
You're right about the peanut butter thing. Because I'm the only one that likes peanut butter in my family too. I do feel sometimes I'll just eat it out of the jar, and I feel like
That's
I don't
wonderful.
know.
I like
Like-
dipping Ritz crackers in it.
Yeah. I like putting it on a sandwich with bacon.
My favorite pies. Stephanie makes a really mean apple pie. Big fan for going fruit pies. Her sister makes.
What about your watermelon pie you made one time?
We're not going to talk about watermelon pie. It was a disaster. I should have known with watermelon. It was just like water and crust.
That was so great. You should have been there, Kevin. That was
Yeah, I never heard that. I didn't hear about that one.
We're not talking about that.
No, but I want to discuss that further. It sounds like it might be tasty.
It was that award function where everyone just had to bring in random pies. And Steven's like, I'm going to make a watermelon pie.
I found this recipe online. I'm like, this sounds like a good idea. It was supposed to be like graham cracker crust and, like those, like when you put the pudding, basically Grandma used to make it all the time. You put like chocolate pudding on the top of the
She did not make watermelon pie.
Not watermelon pie.
I know she definitely did not.
Kevin, get this. You know how at these church functions, it's all, you feel bad, but the people bring the food that people don't like. Like all the pies are gone, but then you have the one pie that's not gone at all.
That was mine.
That's how this was. They had one little slice taken out of it because I took one, I wanted to just try it out. But yeah, all the other pies were like one slice left, no slices left. Then there's the watermelon soup. Pie sitting there. Pretty good.
That's awesome.
But go ahead, Steve. What are your favorite besides watermelon?
I like Stephanie's sister makes a chocolate meringue. That's absolutely delightful.
I wish I could make meringue pie because
lemon meringue. I like lemon meringue.
She makes lemon meringue too, but the chocolate meringue is just out of this world delicious.
Lemon meringue is easily my top 3 pies. I like lemon meringue, coconut cream, and then raspberry.
I like raspberry cake, raspberry lemonade. Oh man, it's legit.
When my kids were younger, they couldn't pronounce raspberries, so they would call them raspberries. And I would just think of like some mad scientist like creating this raspberry, just being like raspberries.
So
yeah,
we have some friends back in Ohio when we were living there, and they every year, this is actually kind of a cool tradition. I like this. They did this thing called pie for breakfast, and they were really
That's all you
involved.
need to say right there.
They were really involved in band boosters, and their kids are they have 8 kids, maybe 9. They have a lot of kids, and every year they'd have this big party, or every like church people, school
breakfast.
people, and they'd
That's
come over
awesome.
for pie for breakfast, and everyone brings a pie, and everyone just sits around and eats pie for breakfast. I'm like,
So
that's
after you brought your watermelon pie, did they stop inviting you?
I just didn't bring watermelon pie. Stephanie made an apple pie, and it was much better.
That is pretty cool. I think that would be fun to go to. Pie for breakfast, pie for lunch, pie for dinner.
So, what'd the turkey say to the turkey hunter on Thanksgiving Day?
Don't shoot me.
Quack, quack.
Why would he say that? Turkeys aren't ducks.
I know, because he would. Yes, exactly. He's pretending to be a duck, so he doesn't. He's pretending to be a duck, so he doesn't get shot.
Got it.
Any joke that requires explanation is not a good joke, Steve.
Maybe for small minds.
I'm wondering. So, what about this Macy's parade? I always like that. That was my favorite part of Thanksgiving Day.
I don't like Macy's Day Parade. I hate parades too. That's my other secret.
Or is Macy's Day Parade even happening this year?
Oh, it is.
It is.
Do you know what the lead balloon is, according to my son?
What?
The lead balloon is Ryan.
Oh, like
Ryan's World. He has a balloon now in the parade, so I'm starting to wonder. I might turn on it soon if the main featured balloon is Ryan. This dude's a YouTuber, and he's like a multi-million-dollar person.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad neither of my kids ever bother with that.
I hope we get lots of listeners. Maybe we could be multi-million YouTube podcasters eventually.
Dude, and we'll get a Macy's Day Parade thing. Kevin, you'd have to like that. It's like the 3 of our heads just on one moat, just going down. That would be
like
sweet.
Like the Pet Boys emblem with the 3. Yeah, I would like that.
I'd be all in on that for sure. We could get on the moat and like sing songs, but not really actually sing them, just lip sync them for the people that are watching. That'd be pretty excellent.
Do we get like some Rockettes or something?
I would have my maracas like this.
I'd have
Why
an
do you
electric
Why do you
guitar.
have maracas? That's what I want to know.
Just because Steven would be playing his guitar, smiling, I'd shake the maraca.
If anybody gets maracas, it's me.
Okay, I guess I would just play one of my saxophones or something up there, just pretend like I'm playing. I don't know.
What do you
Whatever.
get?
Mostly because unlike you two, I can't really play any instruments.
What would you get if you crossed a turkey with a ghost?
I don't know.
A poultrygeist.
I do like that one. I do like that one. I'll have to say.
Wouldn't that also be if like you crossed like a chicken with the ghost too?
Yeah, a different kind of poultrygeist.
What about a duck with a ghost? Does duck count as poultry?
I don't
Some
know.
people eat duck.
I've
Dude,
eaten
duck
neck
is
before.
hella good.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving food besides pie? No matter how strange or untraditional it might be.
Green bean
Or
casserole. For me.
traditional. You said green bean casserole. That's right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
do you
would
think,
have to go
Kev?
because I don't like turkey, like a big old turkey, all that much. I'd probably go with like ham
Yeah, ham's good.
Ham is not
or
really,
or like oh no, you know what? Actually, there is okay. So my favorite Thanksgiving dish, and this is because so it's something that Tasha makes, and she only does it on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, and it's like hash brown potatoes, sort of.
Oh,
But it's basically just a giant pot of cheese mixed with hash brown potatoes.
That's pretty
Mixed with
sweet.
hash brown potatoes. But it's awesome. It's hella good. So we get excited when we eat that. I get
Hey,
super
Steven, do you notice that someone overuses the phrase hella good by any chance, or is that just me?
a
don't
little
know.
bit, but it makes him who he is. So
That's true. I have to say, for my favorite food, you got a good mashed potato is always good, man. For my favorite traditional part of it, non-traditional, obviously pretzels filled with cheese.
Oh,
So
yes,
it does
pretzels.
come back to the cheese.
You remember when Grandma used to make those pecan tarts, and like none of us actually liked them, but like she made them every year, and we had to eat them, otherwise we'd look rude.
I never ate them.
Yes. Kevin didn't really care if you looked rude. That was
Yes,
only you.
It's like
I
I made
still
some
don't.
pecan tarts. Ah,
So she
Remember,
also used, but no, that's not entirely true. She used to make that chocolate like pudding pie that I thought was really good, but then after a while I kind of got tired of.
it's kind of like
You're
my
here.
watermelon pie.
No, that was never good to begin with.
you didn't try it, to be fair.
That's true. I
You
didn't.
might
I
have
didn't
liked
try it. I didn't try it. I like a good pot pie, but that's not normally a Thanksgiving. That's like a couple
Post
days.
Thanksgiving.
That's leftovers
Yeah,
for Thanksgiving.
that's post Thanksgiving.
If you call a large turkey a gobbler, what do you call a small one?
A gibbler. I don't know what.
A goblet.
Wouldn't that be like a female gobble?
I think I don't know. I don't have.
Where
I
are
don't
Where are you
can't
getting these? Where are you getting these dumb jokes?
dude?
Dude, you just need to quit with these jokes, man. We're trying to have a serious Thanksgiving.
I can't quit with my dad jokes because I can't quit cold turkey. Oh, that's my last one. All right,
Did you say you can't quit with your dad jokes, though?
I
You
did.
don't even have any children.
That's true. You two are our dads. I'm not a dad,
I
but
think you need to say that one again and edit it out, or else it could be more funny if you keep it on there. I don't know.
so that's all. That's all my jokes I got. And the last thing I just want to say is stop, drop, and pass the rolls.
Dropping past the rolls.
Oh, instead
So-
of stop.
The average Thanksgiving dinner, I just looked it up, is 3,000 calories. And as adult males, we each are supposed to get about 2,000 calories, I think. So we're doing our calories and a half every Thanksgiving. And that's just dinner. You know, that doesn't count like the appetizers, the breakfast, and whatever else you're doing that day.
Seriously.
Dude,
I guess that's why you got to walk it off the next
This
day. when
is
you're
kind of
running
related to
around.
Thanksgiving. You guys remember those Christmas cookie tins, like the metal tins that have like the cookies in them?
Yeah, those are good. Those are fun.
And then like you always get happy when you open a tin and there's actually cookies in it.
Or popcorn. Popcorn's in the tin too. Remember those?
because usually you open a cookie tin and it's just like a bunch of random junk like keys and stuff.
Have a
I don't know,
sock.
maybe that's not you guys. Maybe you
That's
guys
true.
don't have that.
It's like you
A
open
sock
it,
cake.
and like when you're like cleaning house or whatever, you're like, where can I put this random? I know, I'll put it in a cookie tin, and then you forget about it for years. Then you open
And
it
then
up,
you're like,
oh yeah,
you're like, all right, some cookie. Oh, that was sorry.
it's a button and a pair of sunglasses.
Oh, it's the Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
You know, the other Thanksgiving tradition. I'm like a terrible Thanksgiving person. So the other one I hate, you know, because a lot of people watch football, of course, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you guys.
I like a good football game.
Okay, you like good football,
Yeah.
but I absolutely hate the sport of football.
Dad and I like to watch the football.
Yeah, I absolutely hate it. Like, I can't stand. I don't even watch the Super Bowl. Like, I don't like football at all.
Hey, but do you remember though the one time our church used to have this turkey bowl every Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
I got
Hated
Kevin to go one year though. For some reason they threw it to him, and he caught the ball and he actually scored.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did.
I told him, I'm like, I know you don't like football, but that's your most glorious sports moment ever, isn't it? Now Kevin doesn't have a lot of sports moments, but I could tell, even though he hates football, at the time he was like, maybe part of me likes football.
No, I definitely still didn't like football, but that was pretty
No, it
glorious.
was just a brief second. And then you're like, oh wait, no, I don't.
See, every time I went, I just was like, I'm cold. I don't like this. When am I going to go home?
And the thing about football is like, okay, so you guys know I live in Texas now, so like,
Oh, you have to like football. It's like obligatory.
you know,
for
it's
now.
kind of like a thing you have to do in Texas, and I
Well,
just
all
can't,
three of
like,
our states are
can't.
football states, really.
That's true.
Texas,
That's true.
Florida, and Ohio.
And of course, that's how everybody enters. You know, when you meet someone for the first time, they're like, "Oh, so where are you from?" I'm from, you know, Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, so you're a Browns fan, huh?
Happens to me all the time.
Like, that's what you go to, Browns fan. You know, there are other teams. Oh, I guess none of them are really any good.
Hey, come on now. Cavs won in 2016.
The Indians make
That's
the
true.
playoffs every year, dude.
Yeah.
They never win in the playoffs, but they make it all the time. But I don't know, like that's just when people don't know what to talk to you about, and you're a
Yeah.
dude.
It's like the weather or sports.
Dudes, that's what they go to a lot of times.
Yeah, or like I'll get in somebody's car because that's give me a ride or whatever, and they're like, put on some country music because, you know, that's what people listen to, and then they're like, oh, so what kind of music do you like? And I'm like, anything but country music. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's when Kevin says, I have a William Shatner album.
I do have a William Shatner album.
How about some Rammstein?
I forgot about that.
Or Rammstein. Kevin's like, your music preference is very eclectic. It's like everything and just all kinds of weird stuff. Like, it's not like you like, you know, the normal stuff. Then you'll pull out William Shatner or like some weird French pop band that I've never heard of before. You're like, oh yeah, check this band out.
I was listening to MC Solar the other day. He's a French rapper. Rap music was created for the French, like for real. It sounds so awesome in French.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's saying though. You could
I
be
don't
saying
know.
like,
I think
screw
Busta Rhymes
Americans.
could hang with a French rapper. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's been good hanging out with you guys today, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
All right,
So-
man. Well, happy Thanksgiving, all of you, even though you hate Thanksgiving, Kevin.
I don't
or
hate
at least
Thanksgiving.
other
I just
transition.
think it's kind of pointless.
It's pointless, but yet it's also cool.
I do like to eat, so
Yeah.
I like it
down
because
with
it's an excuse to hang out with family, and
Mhm.
not that you need an excuse to hang out with family, but I
And
like
I
that.
can finally start getting ready for Christmas without people shaming me after Thanksgiving because it's Christmas time now, so I can listen to my Christmas music loud and proud.
And I will listen to Christmas music. We should do a podcast on Christmas carols and songs and which ones are like really terrible.
We could do a name that tune segment. That'd be fun.
The worst one ever is Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
See, that is definitely a contender, but I would argue that the worst ever is either Christmas Shoes or
Christmas Shoes.
Last Christmas You Gave Me Your Heart or whatever it is.
Oh,
I hate that
That's
song.
true. And even though it was done for a good reason, that Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All? The one Feed the World or whatever. I'm not down with that one. Feed the world. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I know
Okay.
you're
I know what
gotta
you're
go.
talking about.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
We'll discuss Christmas song carols at a future
See ya.
endeavor.
All right, dudes. Take care now.
All right, happy Thanksgiving.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this bonus episode of the Brothers Born podcast on Thanksgiving. We hope that you got some insight into how we celebrate Thanksgiving and enjoyed getting to know us a little bit better. We want to thank Malika Marzarella for her photograph of the turkey that we borrowed from Unsplash.com. You can check out more of her work at Unsplash.com. If you haven't had the chance yet, check out some of our older episodes. We've talked about some pretty fun things on this podcast we don't want you to miss out. Our next subject is going to be villains that are actually good guys. If you have an idea of a villain that is a good guy, send us an email at brothersbornpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to include that suggestion.
You could also message us on Facebook or check out our Facebook page. Either way, we look forward to you tuning in for the next episode of the Brothers Born podcast.